Hello, Laura.
Does James Comey's explanation of this pass any straight face test? A shell formation, which is a threat to Donald Trump's life, is just something he came across on the beach.
Yeah, of course he did. He also came across the abominable snowman and Sasquatch while he was walking along on the beach. Listen, this guy, James Comey's been a problem since day one. He likes to talk about how Trump is unethical, immoral, a threat to the United States. Yeah, how about the former director of the FBI has got nothing better to do than put shells in a formation that says 8647, and then he claims, well, I just happened to find this, and you want to talk about this guy's mental cognition? Let's compare him to Joe Biden. Are you kidding me? This is just more of the same from, 120 or so days ago. This guy's trying to stay relevant. He's a complete zero, and this latest episode just shows what a complete clown show he is and the FBI is. And now the Secret Service is going to say, well, we're going to investigate. Are you kidding me? The Secret Service is no better now than it was when it had those last two directors. These guys can't get out of their own way. The FBI is a complete disgrace still. Kash Patel, Danny Bongino, Sean Curran over at the service need to clean house and get it done now. And I hope Pam Bondi and her people go after this guy with everything that he's worth. You're the former director of the FBI, the president of the United States, who, by the way, was rightly elected, is out of the country in the Middle East, no less, talking to one of our greatest threats, the Iranians, the Qataris, and you go and you pull a stunt like this? How juvenile. This is high school, but you know what? This guy needs to be prosecuted. This has got to stop.
Yeah, well, and this is after we still don't know anything.
The FBI is fighting a fire of racist violence, and with words like that, the president is using a fire hose to spray gasoline on that fire. Spraying gasoline with a fire hose, it creates a dangerous blaze for all of us, not just people of color, but for every community in America that has these thugs and criminals have a presence there ought to worry about this. And the president of the United States should be charged with tamping it down, not letting it free.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Let's do it! Let's do it! Let's go put some handcuffs on somebody. Go put some handcuffs on somebody. World rare. Cash! Bam! Diane Bongino! Let's do it! Pissed off. Sick of all these threats. Gonna get my president killed! Our president. My bad, y'all. I'm hotter than fish grease. Y'all, please disregard me just for a quick second. Ooh, they say, Rick, sir, your blood pressure, your sodium, your cholesterol, your TCG levels, sir. Please calm down, sir. We're almost to Friday, to the weekend, man. I'm already sick to my stomach. I haven't been seeing enough arrest and people and Democrats and people being walked out with their hands behind their back. Handcuffs. I need to see more handcuffs, more arrests. That's what we advocate for on this channel. People to be held accountable. Accountability. Made an example out of. Fired, sued, walked out, handcuffs, live on television makes it even better. Photos, video footage makes it even better. And here y'all go. Here y'all go. Here it is right here. James Comey. What did Christy Nome say? Disgrace. Former FBI Director James Comey just called for the assassination of President Trump. DHS and Secret Service is investigating this threat and will respond appropriately. Man, let me be running the FBI. Let Ricky do it. What had it? It's arrested. When did he post it? When did he post it? I'll tell you about in 15, 25 minutes, somebody would have been knocking on that door. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. Hands behind your back. We would have dragged out of there. We would have dragged his out of there. Let Rick be the FBI director. We ain't doing no survey, no answering question, well, let me think about it. None of that crap. I see that. We see everybody see this plain as day right here. Scum dog. 8647 on Instagram. On Instagram. Yeah, 20 minutes later, he'd have had a knock at his door. It would have been helicopters everywhere. It would have been a task force. It would have been a whole force. I'm telling you. I'm just being real. They say, Rick, sir, please calm down, sir. You're scaring me, sir. And look what Cash says. We are aware of the recent social media post by former FBI Director James Comey directed at President Trump. We are in communication with the Secret Service and they're declaring permanent. We will. I don't even want to read the rest of it. We will provide all necessary support. Oh, man. They need to clean house, man. You know. They need to clean house. They say, Rick, sir, it has to go through a process, sir. Rick, sir, calm down. They can't just go, they have to review everything, sir. They have to look at the picture. They have to look at this. They have to take everything in before they just jump immediately into things, sir. Calm down. I'm gonna let it breathe, y'all. I'm gonna let it breathe, man. But there needs to be arrest. I need to see handcuffs, man. We got to be making an example out of people. Just a spit in the face, man. And they keep threatening. They keep spitting in the face of us. They keep doing it. We got to put our foot down. Prayers for Trump, man, in the comment section, y'all. Prayers for Trump, this administration. Prayers for America, man. Because as you can see, we don't know what to expect next, man. People have lost their mind. They don't know what to believe. The fake news media won't tell you the truth. The fear-mongering, the lies, the misinformation, the hatred, the bias. Prayers for Trump, man. Don't get this man. I'm telling you, prayers for DJT, man, because this is getting out of hand, man. I ain't lying to y'all. I know I come on here and act and have fun and be making jokes and stuff, but I'm serious. This is some serious stuff, man. And these people have lost their mind.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Mr. James Comey, super patriot FBI director, used to fancy himself the next J. Edgar Hoover. But it turns out he's just another beta cuck wearing Biden-Harris shirt and
a Biden-Harris shirt.
Very milky coffee. Never trust a man who drinks coffee that looks.
Come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. Sometimes I put milk and sugar in my coffee, Benny. Come on, don't do us like that, Benny. Come on, don't do us like that, Benny. Don't do us like that, Benny. I got time today. Don't do it. Sometimes, Benny, I put a little milk in my coffee and the little creamers and sugars. Some of them Patriots do as well. And sometimes I put a little ice in it. It'd be a little ice mocha or something. A little chocolate syrup in there too. Make it a little ice mocha.
It's like chai tea. Maybe that's what it is. Elect more women, says every
elect more women.
lanky, embarrassing inch of James Comey, who's been spiraling since his ass got fired by Donald Trump. Fidelity, bravery, and integrity, and proud of it. He's so proud.
He wanted
It's weird. He's wearing law enforcement for political purposes at all, says James Comey, as he does exactly that. James Comey admitted more times than I can show you right here. It'd be the next 10 hours for me to show you every time that James Comey admitted on air that they lied to spy on Donald Trump.
Yeah, we see.
Would you agree that the FISA court? I think that's fair, says James Comey. Yeah, sure. Just a little light treason. Okay. So James Comey is a complete scumbag, and he's spiraling, and they're bad. One thing that may actually wind up putting him in prison may wind up getting him a visit from the bureau that he used to run, and that would be welcome. Okay. So first, a little in the restaurant business means to throw it in the trash, or means it's not available, right? If you 86 a plate, let's say you're working in a kitchen, you 86 something, you throw the meal away, or it's not available on the menu anymore. It's a terminology from the industry to just get you to trash something, to get rid of it. Libs would put little 8645 stickers and numbers in their shots. For instance, Dr. Fauci had one. Large liberal influencers used 8647, right, to get rid of 47.
Brian is a scum.
86 is a term in American English slang, primarily in food service, hospitality industry, to indicate that an item is no longer available, or a customer, or it should be removed from the premises, or that a customer should be removed from the premises. It can also mean to get rid of something, to trash something. But here we go. Let's go ahead and check Wikipedia here. The term 86 is also slang for to kill someone. It could mean that you want someone to die. So, according to Castle's Dictionary of Slang, 86 means to kill, murder, or execute judicially. Likely refer.
And then he gonna say that where is it at? He gonna say, I posted earlier a picture of some shells I saw today on the beach walk, which I assume were a political message. I didn't realize some folks associate those numbers with violence. It never occurred to me, but I oppose violence of any kind, so I took the post down. So he deleted this post, and it's and it looked like you're not just finna walk, y'all. This is why I'm so pissed and hotter than fish grease, because you're not finna. People they just be lying, man. I'm telling you, if I was the director of the bureau, man, we would have had, as soon as he posted this crap, I'm telling you, probably 15, 20 minutes, we'd be knocking at your door. He went and took them seashells and put them and organized them together. And somehow got a great tripod or some kind of drone or whatever, and got a good picture of it. Look like he got a tripod and got one of them long tripods, and you could just extend it into the air and snap a picture. You ain't just gonna walk and see shells like this, you scum.
Referring to killing.
Okay,
someone.
Yeah, we get what 86 mean, Benny. I got to keep moving. I'm already hotter than fish grease.
Of the governor of Michigan before Donald Trump was elected.
Yeah, they got 8645 from his first term.
So to get rid of 45, who've been on our show, you're busted, according to General Flynn. We have the evidence. James Comey, start measuring yourself. You're a tall guy. You need to send your measurements over to the Bureau of Prisons, says General Flynn, before he tells me that James Comey tried to have him killed. You should have killed me, Jim. I know you considered it. By not doing that, you picked the wrong guy to mess with. So this is somebody who's told me that James Comey is capable of murder. James Comey certainly did try to politically assassinate President Trump, obviously by spying on him and attempting to destroy his life with the Russia hoax. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's James Comey's Instagram. This is an Instagram of James Comey putting 8647 on the beach. Cool shell formation on my beach walk, says James Comey. This is real. We've checked. It's up. So this is James Comey saying, effectively, I want to kill Donald Trump. If you would interpret it as slang. I mean, I want to get rid of the customer. I want to, I mean, either way, he's saying that he wants something bad to happen to Donald Trump. But as the Wikipedia approved definition, he's saying, I want to kill Trump. Don Jr. coming in over the top, saying, James Comey just casually calling for my dad to be murdered.
Please tell me at the end of this video, by the time we get done, and this is uploaded, that new footage comes out. Do I got to say a prayer for it? That somebody is in custody, somebody is in the back of a squad car or handcuffs or people, somebody that this fella has his hands behind his back in some kind of footage, live breaking news. That's what I'm wishing for. And y'all know I don't wish bad on anybody, but people got to be held accountable. You can't just get away with crap like this. You got to be walked out and held accountable.
This is who the Democrat media worships. Demented Donald Trump Jr. The entire internet is exploding over this right now. While President Trump is currently at an international trip to the Mideast, former FBI director puts out what can clearly be interpreted as a hit on the sitting president of the United States, clearly etched in the sand, deeply concerning, and is being taken seriously, says Taylor, who is
FBI. We still don't even know everything fully from the last assassination attempts.
The communications deputy chief of staff and communications director for the White House. It'll be a sweet day when karma catches up with Comey, says Maria Bartiromo, because you know you broke the FBI with your politics and your hate. You should be ashamed of yourselves. The Comey Instagram post is real. For 8647. There it is. It's James Comey on the beach reading his own book.
What a scum.
What a scum. It requires someone from the FBI to go and investigate what James Comey meant by this. Corrupt former FBI Director James Comey puts out an obvious death threat against Donald Trump. Another reason why nobody trusts the FBI or DOJ, says General Flynn. This man, Comey, did so much damage to the reputation of the great law enforcement. Cashapp and Dan Bongino are going to have to pour their heart and souls out into fixing that culture and the reputation of the FBI. Arrest Comey, says Congressman Tim Burchett. Former FBI director is calling for the assassination of Donald Trump. Totally normal stuff. FBI director says 8647. This means get rid of the 47th president of the United States. Death threat. Disgraced FBI director James Comey, whose daughter is currently prosecuting Diddy and who prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein until, of course, he died. Jeffrey Epstein was 86th. That's a good example, right? And Ghislaine Maxwell. What did Comey mean by this? We know what he meant by this. Insane. He's calling for assassinations. He knows what he's doing here. Hey, Comey, what exactly do you mean by that? More serious, given the fact that threat of murder based on an 8-foot-long coffin that is 6 feet deep, or the size of a standard grave being 8 feet long and 6 feet deep, right? 6 feet under. 8-6. I trust everyone is clocking what FBI Director Comey is implying here, because it's not good. There's a 100% plea for somebody to murder Trump, or perhaps the plot is afoot already. These people are getting desperate, right? They're getting incredibly desperate. Just the former director of the FBI calling for the assassination of the president. Every single Democrat should denounce this, but sadly the media won't even ask them about it. We'll ask them. Cool shell formation on my beach walk. James Comey can kiss my ass. Try me, bitch. Today, one day you're going to toast. One day you're the toast of the Democrat Party, signing 7-figure book advances and pocketing 6-figure speaking gigs. The next day, you're praying to get notice on Gin Beach while doodling in the sand about the president you failed to put in handcuffs. Dan Bongino has lost his mind again on James Comey. Man, we wish Bongino could really speak right now. He can't. Comey is a disgrace to humankind, an embarrassment to the human race, a destructive force who has caused unimaginable damage to this country and its institutions.
We've done all the talking we could do. We've done all this talking. Can we please have some actions? I'm ready to see some more actions. We do all this talking. It's all just talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Bongino a fired up flamethrower takedown of James Comey. Why don't we play it? First John Rich. We all know what 82 assassination in charge. He could arrest Comey right now. Dan Bongino could send a team to get Comey arrested, drag him in, and figure out what he means by this right now.
Right now.
And maybe this is the high profile case.
That's what I'm advocating for right now. Right now is what Rick's advocating for.
We need in order to get people to stop making these assassination threats against Trump, because these threats have turned into real assassination attempts on Donald Trump. And it's getting out of control. All right. We've already had how many survivals does it take for us to start taking this stuff seriously? How many assassination survivals is it going to be? The fourth or fifth time that Trump survives an assassination attempt? Yeah. And this time coming from, well, as high up as really you can get. All right. FBI director for a previous administration. Yeah. This needs to be taken seriously. James Comey needs to be arrested for this. Here's Dan Bongino and his take on James Comey. And hopefully this is followed through on inside of the FBI. Arrest James Comey. There you go.
We got to get rid of people like this. Jim Comey, who signed on obviously with the woke agenda because he's weak. This is one of the most disgusting human beings on planet Earth. A man who has done more damage to the United States and its institutions than I'd argue anyone else alive right now. There are people who've done as much, John Brennan, but you can't possibly do more. This man decimated the credibility of the FBI. He is the worst FBI director in the history of the FBI. And the problem with Jim Comey is he is a straight up sociopath. He is a man who has zero remorse for what he did. There is a damning report that just came out, the Durham report, suggesting they never had any evidence to start this case with at all. And Jim Comey, the FBI director, who personally oversaw the case against Trump to spy on him and his presidency. You'd think this guy would sliver into the cave he came from, to never be seen from again, and his family would tell people he died in a car accident so they don't have to acknowledge they know him. Not this guy. This a-hole loser wrote another book and is out doing the media tour. So on the media tour, he was asked, hey, listen, now that the Durham report came out, anything embarrassing here? Are you going to apologize to America? Nope, not at all. This is a sociopath in action. Watch this loser.
As for the Durham report, 300 pages, 4 years investigating the investigators. One of the things that did come out of it was that procedures, regular FBI procedures, were ignored, that steps were missed along the way in this investigation. In fact, Director Wray said when the report came out, yeah, we acknowledged that a couple of years ago, and we've changed all that. Those changes are already in place. Do you acknowledge perhaps that some mistakes were made along the way?
Oh, definitely. And they were found 4 years ago by the Inspector General. So there's nothing new in this new document.
What were some of those mistakes from your point of view?
Oh, that the FBI didn't communicate clearly the status of certain sources. They didn't double check certain information before putting it in a court application for a foreign intelligence wiretap, and a bunch of others.
And so do you believe now, as some of these politicians call for defunding of the FBI, that has been corrected and that now the procedures are in place to avoid those kind of mistakes in the future?
I think so. But in complex investigations, there's always going to be mistakes. It doesn't mean the FBI is incompetent, honest, and independent.
So, Director, with some distance now from your time there with that investigation and everything that came into that 2016 election, are there things that you wish you had done differently?
Oh, plenty. I mean, plenty of small things in 16.
Rick, sir, calm down, sir. At this point, I just want to see handcuffs. I want to see him walked out. I'm hoping and praying by the time I edit and upload this video that we're seeing some kind of update or handcuffs or something. I'm just